Dust clings to his sandals like the weight of forgotten oaths, as the lone wanderer crests the final ridge under a sky bruised purple by the dying sun. His breath rasps in the still air, each step echoing against the sheer cliffs that guard Thebes' cursed approach. There, perched on a jagged outcrop, the Sphinx uncoils from her eternal vigil, lion's haunches rippling with shadowed muscle, eagle's wings half spread like tattered banners, woman's face serene yet merciless, eyes gleaming with the cold fire of ancient curses. She rises, colossal against the storm-dark horizon, her voice slithering through the wind like smoke from a sacrificial pyre. Stranger, it hisses, low and resonant, vibrating the stones beneath his feet. You tread the path of bones. Answer my riddle or join the feast of the devoured. The ground trembles faintly as she shifts, revealing the valley below strewn with whitened skulls, picked clean by her talons, their empty sockets staring skyward in silent accusation. No army had breached her lair, no hero's blade had dulled against her scales. For years her enigma had strangled the life from Thebes, travelers frozen in dread, king's envoys reduced to dust, the city's gates choked with the unburied dead. The wanderer halts, sweat tracing rivulets down his sun-scorched face, his staff gripped white-knuckled as if it could ward off the inevitable. Torchlight from distant ramparts flickers like dying stars, casting long shadows that dance mockingly across her form. He has heard the whispers in every tavern from Corinth to Delphi, the monster sent by the gods, Hera's vengeance or the Erinyes' wrath, her riddle a noose tightening around mortal pride. Yet desperation propels him forward, for Thebes' plague-ridden streets call him kingmaker, savior, fool. Her gaze pins him, unblinking, as the first stars pierce the gathering dusk, and the words form on her lips, inevitable as the tide. What creature walks upon 4 feet in the morning light, upon 2 at the blaze of noon, and upon 3 as shadows lengthen into night? The question hangs, heavy as oracle's doom, the wind falling silent in anticipation. Around them the sacred groves whisper secrets to no one, olive branches swaying like mourners at a grave. The wanderer's mind races through groves of memory, beasts of field and fable, God's own riddles etched in temple stone. But the Sphinx waits, patient as eternity, her claws scoring the rock with impatient fire. The wanderer's eyes narrow against the encroaching night, the riddle's weight settling like chains forged in the underworld. 4 feet at dawn's fragile glow, 2 beneath the sun's merciless arc, 3 when twilight's chill claims the weary. No beast of burrow or wing fits this shadowed dance, no divine chimera born of Hera's spite. His mind, sharpened by roads from distant Mycenae, sifts through the ashes of old tales, the labyrinth's minotaur felled by thread, the Nemean lion pierced by club. Yet this enigma defies fang and claw, twisting toward the mortal coil itself. Sweat beads on his brow as the Sphinx leans closer, her fetid gale carrying the rot of the devoured, wings rustling like parchment prophecies unrolled. Then clarity strikes, swift as Athena's spear, man himself, crawling helpless on bloodied hands through infancy's dawn, striding proud on two limbs through noonday's vigor, leaning upon Cain's third leg when age's decay hunches the spine. "Man," he declares, voice cracking the silence like thunder over sacred groves, echoing off cliffs that had swallowed 1,000 failures. The Sphinx recoils, her serene mask fracturing into rage's snarl, golden eyes widening as if struck by Olympian lightning. For epochs she had reigned unchallenged, Thebes' young princes nod to marrow, merchant caravans bleaching under vultures' gaze, her riddle a divine lock none could pick. Now this nameless wayfarer, scarred by exile, haunted by patricidal shadows, unravels the curse with a single breath. She shrieks, a sound that rends the storm-dark sky, talons gouging furrows from her perch as fury unseats her immortal poise. With a final venomous glare, the Sphinx launches skyward, wings battering the air into frenzy, only to plummet in spiraling doom onto jagged rocks below. Her body shatters like flawed marble from a god's temple, lion's form twitching in death throes amid the skull-strewn valley, eagle feathers scattering like omens on the wind. Silence descends, broken only by distant Theban horns hailing the unseen savior. The wanderer, Oedipus, son of Laius, though he knows it not, steps forward into torchlit triumph, the city's elders emerging from shadowed gates, garlands and scepters thrust upon him. Queen Jocasta's hand awaits in the palace's torchlit corridors, a throne gilded with unseen peril, as footsteps echo toward a fate woven tighter than any riddle's thread. Thebes awakens under a dawn veiled in uneasy mist, its plague-lifted streets thrumming with garlanded processions and sacrificial smoke rising from marble altars. Oedipus ascends the palace steps, crown heavy upon his brow. The elders' cheers a hollow roar against the gnawing void within. Queen Jocasta greets him in torchlit corridors, her veil parting like a shroud to reveal eyes shadowed by unspoken grief, her hand clasping his in a union sealed by deliverance. Long shadows stretch across mosaic floors, depicting labyrinthine fates, echoing footsteps marking the path from Riddle's triumph to Throne's gilded cage. He rules with iron resolve, fields reclaimed, oracles consulted, the Sphinx's bones bleaching in sacred groves as monuments to mortal cunning, yet whispers slither through the court like serpents in the underbrush. Seasons turn to years, olive harvests ripening under his decree, until the blind seer Tiresias shuffles into the throne room, staff tapping like a doomsayer's drum. "The riddle's solver bears its curse," the prophet rasps, voice cutting through incense haze, unveiling the horror. Oedipus, slayer of his father Laius at a storm-dark crossroads, wed to his mother in ignorance's blindfold. Jocasta flees to her chambers, silken robes trailing like spilled blood, her noose swaying from cedar beams as self-wrought judgment claims her. Oedipus claws at his eyes with jeweled brooches, vision traded for truth's merciless glare, banished to wander crutch-aided paths mirroring the riddle's third leg. His daughters weep in silent ruins, sons felled in fraternal strife, Thebes' deliverance curdling into kin-slaying doom under Hera's unrelenting gaze. In the myth's unyielding grasp, the Sphinx's riddle exposes not just a monster's fall, but the fragility of human defiance against fate's inexorable weave. Oedipus pierced the enigma with intellect's spear, yet unlocked a deeper horror: incest's stain, patricide's shadow, the irreversible cost of glimpsing one's own reflection in divine mirrors. No god relented, no hero's valor unmade the oracle's decree at Laius's birth. Pride's bold answer birthed endless torment, a reminder that some doors, once opened, seal mortals in eternal twilight. Long shadows claim the palace now, footsteps fading into storm-dark skies, where riddles linger not as games, but as warnings etched in bone. What walks triumphant only to crawl in ruin? The human soul, ensnared by its own unraveling truth. Thanks for joining this mythic sleep tale. Subscribe for more echoes from ancient shadows.